All right, and we are live. For those of you watching after the stream, thanks for stopping by. Today we're going to be doing a little relic hunting because there's only a few days until the newest map comes out, and we still have not found the championship belt on Totenreich. So I want to try out some things. We have had kind of a lead back when we were doing Aether Ruler, where we got a zombie to spawn inside of the jail cell in the lab. And I want to see if I can recreate that and try out a few different things. But, yeah, let me make sure everything's going. What's up, Forsaken? What's up, Toe? Shout out, Toe. Let me pause these. Okay. Looks like everything's going. Forsaken in both chats. What up, Lewis? What up, Zuri? Yes, sir. It is still unfound. We have not found the championship belt yet, which is absolutely nuts. But if you guys remember, if you're around for the Aether Ruler days, we got a zombie to spawn inside of a jail cell, and I want to try to get that to happen again. Oh, Garfield. Ethereum getting you? What up, Phil? Phil with the 19 months. Goddamn, dude. Thank you, dude. Appreciate you. Thanks for supporting the channel, man. Means a lot. Long ass time. Oh, for the hard mode Dark Ops? I gotcha. Play Fortnite until MW4 comes out? Well, we got the beta on Friday. Okay, so I'm thinking it is only a tier 1 relic, so we don't need to have everything we had on for Aether Ruler. But I'm thinking what we did to get the zombie to spawn in the jail cell is make it to round 20 and grab the magazine without opening the lab and without buying anything. Because we got a Mr. Peaks pretty early on. So we got all of our like perks and pack-a-punch and all that from Mr. Peaks. I think the only thing we bought was like a wall buy. And that's it. Hey, we cleaned that, Golden. We clean buried. So do I want the teddy bear relic? Maybe. Yeah, we'll do that. We don't need to be in tier 3. So I don't even know if it's worth it. Oh, and Lewis with it too. Thank you, Lewis. Appreciate you, dude. Been watching since the MW2 grind like your lids. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Means a lot, man. How's your day? So far, so good. And hopefully even better if we can find this last relic. A 30 stream streak? Dang, Forsaken. 90 degrees out right now. Dude, it's not that hot near me right now, but it is almost 100% humidity. Which is nuts. What it was trolling, dude. He was just out to get us. Okay, so let's go with... I don't want to use Dragon Egg, because what if we need a Piercer for whatever reason? No starting armor would kind of suck. The little Arnie's. No score streaks. Definitely do need... I think I did hit the mystery box in the game that we got it to spawn. We did have enemy health regenerate. I guess that could be fine for the only two things that we got. We also never bought any ammo. So maybe I'll just have that just to make sure that I don't. Same with Arsenal. Let's just do that. Guessing every wall buy's been bought. And then the last one after round 20? Yeah, I think they've tried all the wall buy things. The one new thing I've seen, or new theory about the wall buys, has been trying to spell something out with the first letter of each weapon. Which would be nuts. Why am I in survival? Curse standard. There we go. On to Totenreich. I was using Wildfire. And we did basically everything we could for the Easter egg up until opening up the lab. And we didn't do that until like round 19. You only need tier 1, don't you? Yes. But I'm thinking it might be something with not buying anything besides wall weapons until round 20. Yes, sir, Tay-Tay. Y'all playing Doing on Richtofen's path for BO1 Easter eggs? Isn't it BO2? It is BO2. I don't know why I always get those games so mixed up. But it'd be fun to go and do them. Is there anything wrestling related on the map? Or is it actually... I think it is the boxer belt from Shadows. It does have boxers on the belt. And that's like the only thing that would make sense to me for the actual relic to be. And you do only need tier 1, but the one thing I've had happen, and I don't know if it's a glitch or not because I haven't really tried to replicate it, was getting a zombie to spawn inside of the jail cell in the lab. So I want to see if I can get that going. Maybe wall weapons in alphabetical order? Maybe. I don't think you soft lock yourself out from using more relics than you need. Unless I need something specific, but... I doubt I'd have to buy ammo. And I doubt I'd have to... I mean, it's always possible, but I don't think I would need to have a certain, like, ammo type. Oh, Mr. Peaks is up there.
Of course, I am up to the task.
Crazy I can only see his effect and not him. But this is perfect. That'll help us out for not buying anything. Also gives us a good amount of points too.
Nothing compares to the feel of bones cracking at my touch.
What's up, E-Man? He said, hey, you gotta check this out. Yeah, it is only the championship belt that has not been found. And the only thing I can think of that might have to do with what the actual relic is, which doesn't seem like it's really been a trend for it to happen with the other relics, is getting melee kills only. But I'm almost positive somebody's tried that before, and to see if we can get the zombie to spawn back on the cell, I guarantee that I shot my gun a few times. It's a way to get fists. It's only through melee macchiato. But if that's not it, then I'm thinking using the Glock drop a certain amount of times might be it too. Because I started to use the Glock drop a lot more in our Aether Ruler runs to try to get some better loot. So maybe just using it like multiple times would help. Little bird. Maybe it's not wall-buy related. Yeah, I'm thinking... I don't know. Because every other relic where it's supposed to be like whatever effect doesn't really have to do with... like... getting the trial to get set up has nothing really to do with what the relic effect is. So I don't know if it would have anything to do with the wall buys, but also I feel like people have tried everything. So why not? Enough money. It is really nuts that no one's found this. And everyone always says, why don't they just data mine it like they did the steps or whatever? But those steps were only found because directed mode exists. And they put those text strings in the game. So all they had to do was find the text strings. For this, there's not like a directed mode for getting relics. That they would have all the steps all put out. And then there's no like activation areas around the map that would indicate like what to do for this specific relic. We're all out on our own. Third phase is the hardest phase for Vaetherion. It definitely is. It's gonna be so simple. I know. Everyone's gonna be kicking themselves after we figure out what it is. I know, George. These maps are... it feels like there's no time in between them. Like, really feel like Totenriech just came out, and then we just had Kwakajo, and now we're having a new map, like, tomorrow. It's actually insane. And then we're not going to have any zombies maps for, like, 2 years. Minimum. Which is going to be very sad.
My poor baby! What did the mean man do to you?
I don't know if there's anything wrestling or, like, boxing related anywhere on the map.
Look at it now.
Besides, like, Melee Macchiato. Were you 100% correct with the mag being involved? No, but it's like the only lead. And people have tried doing things like without the mag or whatever. And we know the mag is the magazine for a swordfish. And people have tried, like, you know, getting that out of the box and doing whatever with it. But I really don't know what could be done with it.
Where are my other nice things? This chain looks positively ancient.
Kills with a Melee Macchiato machine. I think people have tried that, especially like taking out like piercers with it. But I do not know. The only thing that makes me think that the zombie inside of the jail cell might actually be something is that it had purple eyes and it didn't show up until like round 19. When the relic trial is supposed to be on like round 20. But also, this whole area here feels severely underused. I feel like there might be something over here as well. But I was playing as Darktothan last time, when I actually got the thing to spawn in the cell. So I'm playing as him again. Maybe it has something to do with his side Easter egg, perhaps? Maybe you don't. I don't know. All I know is we're not going to open this thing up until round like 19. Has every relic been soloable so far? Yeah. Almost positive. I can't think of one that hasn't been. Besides maybe the social distancing one. But that one's possible to do, which is really easy to cheese with 2 people. You know what stream it was? I do. Hold on. Let me grab it real quick. Because it was a very long stream that we did, and it was 5 hours and 50 minutes into it. Which is nuts. So let me see. Shut up, Liberty Mutual. Shut your fucking mouth. Why do you have ads? Use ad blocker. I do, but I don't usually use this computer to watch shit. Let's grab this. I'm going to put the link in both chats. And it's about 5 hours and 50 minutes in. Maybe like 5 hours, 52 minutes in. Is about where we actually discover it. But that game, I think that's an hour and a half into the game. Because for Aether Ruler, I would look for Mr. Peaks every single round. And I would fish at every single location. I ain't been nowhere, Migo. I just been chilling. Liberty Bibberty. I don't know why they decided to try to make that the mascot. Maybe it was just to rage bait people. Because that shit looked dumb. But I was playing so safe during Aether Ruler during our setups that I would use every fishing location. I would use every single Mr. Peak spawn and be on the lookout for him constantly. And I think the only wall buy I ever grabbed... Oh, look at that. Prestige Master for the knife. The only wall buy I grabbed were the Coda and the M8A1 Marksman. You ever fish up something that was not a boot? A few times we got some decent stuff, but most of the time, yeah, it was just boots. Bet you, man. There's so many things on that spreadsheet of things people tried that it's ridiculous. But I am getting nothing but RCXDs. I feel like I want to try to use the Glock drop. Because I think I had the Wonder Weapon before even going in the lighthouse. I'm almost positive I did. Because I either got it from Mr. Peaks or from the Glock drop. Confirming what's real. Devon's. Crew members eat the magazine? True. What if we just need to eat it? Okay. Zombies, why don't you just not kill me? We're about to get a snow round, so I might as well try to take on the bear. Let's see if we can do it. Are you using the same relics from the Aether Roastery? Not all the same. Because I don't think I need the zombies to be doing double damage. Maybe I do need to be only dealing critical damage. But at the same time, even without that, you can still kill zombies without dealing critical damage somehow. I think it was like, you know, you get a headshot and they're bleeding out and you hit them again. That it doesn't count as a crit. Or maybe your field upgrade hurting them or something. There was like a few different ways that we could actually get kills that weren't crits unintentionally. But I do have on no arsenal machine, no ammo. We do have the mystery box. It was basically every single like wicked relic. But I don't remember what else we could have on that would really change it. I do have like enemies regenerating health. But my theory is that we just don't buy anything besides wall weapons up until round 20. Killing a piercer with a melee macchiato machine and it'll drop a special weapon. Most people said they're stuck on that part. I feel like I would have seen something about that.
Good news! You're no longer alive!
By the time this belt gets solved, Sledgehammer's next game will be out. True. They're playing public matches again. I don't understand why people try to play public matches. Like, I get the appeal somewhat. Because, like, oh, you know, I just want to play with people. It'll be fun. But trying to do, like, an Easter egg or something in a public match will never go the way you think it's going to go. It's going to be people that are literally gnawing on their controller the whole time. Do you know what round they were doing it on, Def? And why did our bear not spawn? It's going to be back-to-back snow rounds? Well, Carson, I think there's going to be like a big mod pack coming out for Cold War soon. I've seen them like re-put in like classic point system. I've seen them put in like the old Pack-a-Punch where you actually have to leave your weapon in there. So once that gets all done, I think I will go back to Cold War and try that out.
They do say that misery loves company.
Oh, did I lose? Damn. Sorry, I was in a long train of thought. But thank you, Lewis. Thank you for the 5, man. It means a lot. Sorry I missed that. I've been out the game streaming for a little bit. Have I always been a keyboard and mouse player? Not always, but for a long time. Like, longer than I used controller, probably. Because up until... I think I got a PC in, like, I don't know, 2013 or something like that. But before then, I always played, like, Xbox. I was on my 360. But I was never very good on the sticks. You guys leave me alone? Damn. Stop hitting me. But thank you again, Lewis. Sorry I missed that. To buy every wall weapon in the game and get the same amount of kills with each weapon as the round, and then kill a Necropiercer with the melee macchiato machine. I don't want to say you're wrong. But also, I feel like if that worked, I would have seen a little bit more buzz about it. Unless it was literally just discovered right now. But what video are you talking about where people in the comments were saying it? Because it seems like you need a whole lot to go right for the melee macchiato machine to get that kill. How about every gun from the box? That would be ridiculous, dude. It would have to be every gun in the box prior to season 5, right? This came out season 4 reloaded? Or was it season 3? Meaning the weapons that came out at the same time as the map could not be used for it. Because those weren't in the box yet.
Yeah, you should fall down.
Like, that'd be very tough. Because when I was looking at the footage from when we got the zombie to get stuck in the cell, I had the XR3 Ion, and I had to have gotten that either from the box, or is that one of the wall buys you get from going in tier? I am not Migo, but honestly, not too upset about it because COD Next is literally the day after that we get Rex and Furnace, which is kind of nuts. Especially if the Easter egg isn't solved by then. Which I feel like it will be. I feel like the Kawakajo Easter egg hunt was a big outlier. Unless they do something nuts. It's a hot take with BO2 Town had the best zombies experience. I don't think that's a hot take. I think that's a lot of people prefer Town. But I certainly do not agree with it. Maybe I need to be doing my laps again for Mr. Peaks. Was a timestamp on the stream for the zombie to spawn? It was at 5 hours and 50 minutes. Or like 5:52, something around there. It was round 19 of that game. Times can be used very toxic. It definitely is, especially with like if you enjoy something that they don't. It's very gatekeepy. Like if you didn't start playing this back in the day it released in World at War, you must be a fake fan. Or back in my day, zombies used to be scary. You were 5 years old playing. Oh, and Whale. Whale with the 24 months. Damn, Whale. Thank you, dude. Appreciate ya. Thanks for supporting the channel, man. It means a lot. Unsolicited Joe stream? Think about doing Warzone streams when Loaded Resurgence is back? Maybe. I played like one game of casual Resurgence last night, and that was enough for me. I was like, maybe I will take a crack at the Warzone grind again. And then I went and I got some kills done for the, I think it's the Cerberus SMG. I'm like, alright, that's enough. I'm bored. Oh, and Whale got VIP again, twice. Now it's still up to you. You can either have VIP or you can have mod. Because Twitch don't let you have both.
Yeah, of course. Miss Lovin. How could I forget?
And also, Deviant, if you do end up finding that video, I don't think it'll let you post links in the chat. So you can just put like the title of the video in chat. And you'll keep mod. Sorry, you will. But insane to pull 2 VIPs. You are farming. I don't disagree, Lewis. It is a great game. I think everybody's gonna be biased towards like the first zombies game they started playing. Or like the first one that got them really into the mode. So weird, I haven't had the bear spawn in yet. Am I doing something wrong? I have not played this map in a minute. Do I really have to wait till the next snow round? I placed it, right? I'm not crazy. I'm not insane. No, it's placed.
I could stop the bleeding, but I don't want to.
Best mode to grind elite zombies in? Probably like survival on farm. Or just play on ashes. Get set up and then go into the fog. And you just have to stay in there for like 2 minutes. And after 2 minutes you get unlimited bear spawns. Crazy that there hasn't been like a new elite kill method. I guess let's try doing the Glock drop. Ah, shit. Are you excited for the MW4 beta? I feel like I'd be more excited for it if it didn't like coincide with the new map's release. So I feel like I'm more stressed about it because I want to play it and I want to get a, you know, give the game a try because I do really want to try to get into DMZ this year. But also, it's gonna suck doing like the Easter egg hunt. You're gonna be doing that all day, and then immediately it's like beta right after. Very bad timing. Pretty sure you meleeed every zombie that spawned from fishing with a crit. Maybe that's it. Maybe. Seems extremely niche, but also. I guess anything could work at this point. Does the round progress? Not if you're in the fog, no. Those zombies don't count towards round. Probably like the safer method is playing on Astra and killing Oscar. Because you can get set up and, you know, like round 12. or like whatever round you decide to do it at. Like after you get Pack-a-Punch open, it's basically like you can do whatever. And then you just gotta kill Oscar like every round, but he is significantly harder to kill, has way more health. So it would be a bit more difficult, but it's still doable. It's just an alternate option. The EMP should be re-added. I was thinking about the Diamatis the other day. That'd be fun. Was it you're specifically trying to recreate the jail cell zombie? Yes. Trying to get that to spawn back in. I know the bear only spawns on the snow rounds, but I don't know why it took this long for it to give me another one. Because usually when you place it down, you get another... You get the snow round the very next round, which we did, but didn't get the bear. Like, we put the ID card in and everything. We set up the Glock drop, got that started. So it should be spawning in here. You just gotta get enough kills for it to spawn. There it is. And we have that ready to go, but I'm not going to build it yet. I feel like what helped us get it was getting the wonder weapon from either a Glock drop or Mr. Peaks. I feel like it's got to be the Glock drop. I don't think it would make sense to get it from Mr. Peaks if it's supposed to be a tier 1 relic. Let's see if we can fish another one up. There hasn't been a new elite that's been killable consistently until Rex and Furnace. True. I really hope that there will be a way to farm them. Or at least get like a few. Because the Doomsteel part of the grind has made it so I haven't really gone for infestation on like any other guns after getting the camo unlocked. Because that's so many elite kills you need to get and it takes so long to do.
Of all the things that could surround me, I would prefer love. I wish I knew you all by name.
Big Toffin versus the potential if Weaver. True. But at least he said probably during the cutscene. How do I even do the Glock drop with just my knife? Because before what I was doing during the Aether Ruler run, since they can only take critical damage with throwing a Gersh, getting them all caught up in it, and then using the Wonder Weapon after getting it from Mr. Peaks. But that ain't gonna fly if we don't get the Wonder Weapon from Mr. Peaks. And I'm still avoiding buying any perks that aren't given to me. But maybe I will hit the box.
I'm bored already.
The Ion first spin.
For once, I am
Not bad.
I am whelmed.
Fish up a zombie off the Pap Island, then go to the Pap Island without killing it. Maybe.
I thought it was my lucky day. Maybe.
But I think they might have changed the way those spawns work, because I remember what I would do during Aether Ruler was fish up all the zombies, trying to get more spawns in, because those zombies that you fish up could be killed without a headshot. So you needed them for the disciple step, but the ones in the middle would despawn after. But maybe the one in the middle will despawn and respawn in the cage is what you're saying?
Did you feel the icy hand of death upon your shoulder?
Because if that's what happened, that would be very heartbreaking, to be honest. Justin Herbert and Weaver are both the biggest what ifs ever. No, the biggest if men. I agree, George. The boss fights have been a lot of fun, and they've all been pretty different from each other. It was 10 elites and 52 weapons for bioluminescent. That seems easier than Nebula. What was Nebula's? Didn't they have the same challenges? But 10 elites, significantly better than... What is it in this game? I want to say 30 elites, but I know that's not it. That can't be. Ain't no way.
Brutality. Not really. I quite like it.
In this round, we'll use our Glock drop again and maybe get the wonder weapon from it. We also have this guy.
So desperate for my attention.
I swear I just saw Mr. Peaks up there. Nope, I'm hallucinating again. It's coming back to me. Don't think you've heard a single person call the totems in the Dracofara fight by their real names. People just call them Head. Floating Head. Because it's some crazy Norwegian name. What's up, Dread Coast? Am I going to do an MW4 comes out? I'll be playing that a bit, but also it'll give me time to go back and play some of the zombies. Well, we got to finish Infinite Warfare zombies. And also I can play some of the other ones that I haven't played before on top of playing some custom zombies maps. So I'll still be playing zombie stuff. Just mainly, you know, swapping between the random zombies games. And then going for like the camo grinds in MW4, depending on how I like it. The only game I've skipped the camo grind on so far has been Vanguard. Okay, we need to get this guy out of here before we do anything.
Heads are overrated.
I forget enemies have regenerating health, so if you want to take them out, we got to do it a lot faster than the way we're doing it right now. There we go.
Drown in your own hubris. So many bodies, so little time.
Not cool.
I don't like it, pretty pain. I love it.
Not enough zombies, damn. They did not spawn back in fast enough. One more of these. Can you get the wonder weapon from this? I know you can get like ray guns. Yeah, but probably can't get the wonder weapon until you actually go and unlock it. Or do the quest thing for it. Yeah, we'll be playing the new DMZ. We'll be giving it a try. Has 100 kills, exfil, 300 pack kills, then 10 elites. 10 kills rapidly 15 times, 20 kills without taking damage. Oh, we're in 10 elites. Lame.
You are unworthy of my gift. Being high is not fun for everyone.
Give it time to go get Dark Aether in Vanguard. Dude, that would really suck. It'd be so boring. Well, I guess now that Shino Numa's out, it'd be a little different, but from trying to do it after launch, it was rough. Oh, here we go. We definitely had the fishing helmet. We got it every game as fast as we could. And now we should be getting the score streaks to drop a little bit quicker. Is DMZ only for a year or 2 year cycle? Everything's only on a year cycle with COD until proven otherwise. Okay. Let's kill into a nuke. Shinonuma's asked for camos. Is it actually? I still haven't played Vanguard in so long. I dread the day that I reinstall it for some stupid shit.
Fire spreads quickly, but exits are not available.
Still looking for Mr. Peak so I can avoid buying anything. We've gotten him once this game, so I think he's got to show up again. Yep. And it's a gold egg. Beautiful. I'll just have to grab that in a second.
Take a swing at me, you'd better not miss.
I've never actually used this before.
I would say sorry,
At least
but you can no longer
not
hear
mindfully.
me.
Ooh, double points for it too. Hey, give me that.
I feel strong enough to knock them into the middle of next week.
Let's throw that on there.
I've had dysentery before. Not an experience I wish to repeat.
Don't lower yourself to play Vanguard. I feel like at some point someone's gonna ask me to do something in there. And I'll have to. What's going on, Apple? Did you do like round 4 sigil in the launch map? Still? The strat has not changed? Because that was so boring. And it wasn't even like you didn't even need to get headshots in it. So it was basically just sitting there meleeing the zombies. I guess next round we can do another Glock drop.
Keep your fetid breath to yourself.
I'll also fish over here and then leave the zombie to see if that possibly could be it. Because I remember seeing it through the ground with depth perception before actually opening up that spot on the map. gonna kill this guy. Let's leave.
I think I just swallowed a bug.
The final Easter egg boss is fun, but the rest of the eggs boring. I don't even think I ever did that. I do really like a lot of the designs in Vanguard. I've said this like a bunch of times, but Cortifex is a really cool looking enemy. But since on the magazine it shows like Mr. Peaks holding the Geiger counter, I'm wondering if maybe we need to use like the ion core for something. When did the ion core come out? I feel like it was later than Totenreich. I don't remember. But we could need to have all the uranium or to have the, what's it called? Once we get them all together. Maybe we need to be, like, I don't know, radioactive for the shit to spawn in. But I feel like they just put it on there so you know that Mr. Peaks is there. And the Geiger counter don't really have a whole lot to do with it.
I'm a weapon of mass.
It was before Totenreich? Okay. There's a possibility. Week after Totenreich? Problem is, either you do a round-based map to get everything done, but the pap kills. You need 4,000. So it's just faster to get set up and do it all in one game. True.
I abhor such primitive brutality.
It was added Season 3, Week 1. So the map was out, then a week later is when we got the ion core. I know I didn't use an ion core for that zombie spawn, but I'm just thinking of like alternate methods if we can't get this one to work. Pretty sure I used a Glock drop here in the middle area. I guess let's try again. How is it still not enough? There we go. Yeah, well, we got enough to get 1 uranium.
This brings me back to fine memories.
I feel like we also got... I don't remember if it was during the run that we actually got Aether Ruler, or if it was the run that we actually saw the zombie in the cell. But I remember getting a pack crystal from a Glock drop. So I'll just do this last Glock drop since we got it. And then on round 19, so next round, we'll go and do the actual quest for the Wonder Weapon. I'm going to try to Gersh our way out of there, like hop into the Casimir portal, so I can keep my Wonder Weapon, but I've never been able to get that to work. A ray gun, a mystery perk, nice, and it's death perception, which is what I was looking for. That way, even if we end up going down at some point, we can still see if the zombie's underneath, and it doesn't look like it is. Everyone's used Glock Drop in the Pap Island? Yeah. That's definitely been tried before. When you fish, use the Mr. Peaks. Wow, random perk? That's so rare. Wish it was random eternal perk. But that would be cool if Mr. Peaks did grab... Well, actually, you don't need Mr. Peaks to grab the coin purse. People just use that so that they don't have to move the box to the location that they need it at. Like, if you just have the augment on for, like, a free box spin, it'll just do it at any location regardless if the box is there. It'll spawn the box there. So you technically don't need Mr. Peaks for it. It's just faster. But I get where you're coming from. And I want to see if any of these zombies respawn with purple eyes. Because before we could spawn them in and leave them at the island. And they would just, you know, stay there. But I feel like I remember seeing that they despawn and respawn now. Or maybe purple-eyed zombies don't respawn. Yeah, that was Paradox, where you needed to use Mr. Peaks to grab Mr. Peaks out of the box. It would be cool if you could fish up for you, but I feel like somebody's had to have tried that, right?
Pain is fleeting. Scars are forever.
Alright, it's round 19. Let's go do this.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Horse.
You will know me by the bodies I leave in my
Shit, what is the order for this? Horse, archer, fish, then Luke Skywalker? I've not done this in forever. Oh. I think I ran out of time to do it anyways. I have to restart it. Okay, whale. Okay, the first one's never there. Unless you grab it instantly. Whale. Archer. Okay, this is definitely not as nice to me as I remember it being. Hamster. Then let's go with horse next. Why are they not spawning? Am I dumb? What's up, Morty? Oh, it's 3 to 4 weeks before Totem Rank? Really? I think back is the first one. Are you sure? Because it's starting on the far left. It's been so long since I've done this. Who remembers? Who knows? Because the next picture ain't even spawning. Oh yeah, maybe I am doing it way wrong. Either way, I missed all of them on that one. Now let's try fucking whale first here. I guess it always goes to that spot. Left, right, back, front. And left being from, like, looking at the stairs, right? So it would be Archer, Fish, Luke, then Bear. I want to try using the ion core on top of uranium before picking it up. Ooh, that could be good. Supercharge it. Fish then Archer. Okay. No, that was right. And then is it Bear next? Which one's back and which one's front? I'm gonna say Luke, then Bear. Yep, I think that's it. There we go.
At last, the Aesir have sent the warriors I prayed for.
Looking from the stairs, not at the stairs. I don't know how I've done this step so many times. And if I don't do it for like a week, then I forget it.
Used to fight Nazis.
I think she still does.
She's a pain in the ass then, and she's a pain in the ass now.
The flame awaits. Odin once smiled at
Take a swing at me? You'd better not miss.
orphans. They stole holy relics from my shop. Bad. Enough. I am revitalized. Follow me.
Any of the steps been found yet? I do not think so. Nobody knows what to do besides the mag.
Let nothing stop you.
Keep it moving, Astrid.
The thieves left the night. They failed to recognize true power. Surely this was meant to be. For now, the righteous are real. Ignite the flame. Burn Iceskull and clean.
Just because it's up close doesn't make it personal.
You give me strength, my friend. Now, onto the lighthouse.
I am in tier 3. We only need to be on tier 1 for it. Or I guess tier 0. But I'm trying to recreate something that happened while I was going for Aether Ruler. And I was in tier 3 for that.
She always
Relic being solved 115 days later would actually be crazy. Oh, Dracavar. Under the lighthouse. Grab the mag.
Krypton Star is only for the worthy. Use it to break Dravakar's bonds. The force.
Let's see if that worked.
I will stab you in the eye if I want to.
Is it still gonna try to teleport me and give me the unpacked one? Like it involves Ravakar at the step, that'd be cool. He goes away basically instantly though. Or maybe that was it. Or that did it. 'Cause I can see the Wonder Weapon up there still. And that stuff's not going to go away. Until we grab it, I don't think.
Like lambs to the slaughter.
We try ending the round.
Dead lambs.
Okay, now we're on round 20. Oh, we got 2 ultra guns right there. Nuts. I'm not seeing any zombies with death perception. Let me go open up the lab now. Probably get the round a little low first, so a zombie doesn't hit my RCXD.
It's a pity this will be a one and done kind of deal.
Still no zombie in here. Or maybe it won't spawn until after we have it open. It was there on round 19 though, is the thing. Maybe I had it open sooner. By killing X amount of zombies on the platform and no one has the mag and the platforms. I'm sure somebody's tried that, but maybe. Could be possible. Actually, before we go do that, I'm gonna fish in the middle and leave and see if that might have been it. See if it spawns on a zombie. Because when I first saw the zombie in there, that was my first time entering the lab because we got the voice line for them hating doctors or whatever. I'm not even gonna look in there. No boot.
How is that for decisive? Full power.
No purple-eyed zombie over there. Come on, just give me a boot. I think pick up the mag before round 20 is messing up the relic. I have no idea. It could be literally anything, but the way that I got the zombie to spawn over here before, I definitely had the mag before round 20. Still no boot. Weird. If Mr. Peaks wants to keep giving me stuff, I will happily take it. Especially if it's going to be all that salvage. Well, I guess I'll try to get some kills up on the platforms. Do the purple-eyed zombies even spawn over here anymore? I don't think so. Uh-oh. What a jump. I could just keep this area open and chill out here.
What's the point if you don't get to feel their heart stop?
Fetch me their souls!
You think it would just count all platforms total? Or what if it was just like one specific one? Oh, dude, Mr. Peaks owes me with luck. If you've seen any of our Aether Ruler runs, there would be like 8-hour periods of us doing the same thing on the same map and not getting him to show up at all. And he's like a necessity for Aether Ruler.
I abhor such primitive brutality. Not really. I quite like it.
I wonder if I've already done the Wonder Barrage step before I got him to show up. Well, there's only one zombie left in the round. I guess let's go look. Oops. Oops. I really can't just jump right back over there? Maybe tier needs to be repaired, because I feel like we need to do something with map specific score streaks, right? Like it makes sense. I feel like if I was Treyarch and I was evil, it would have to be a score streak you got from fishing. Just to add that little extra layer of like nihilism. We still haven't bought anything besides... Actually, I don't even know if we bought a wall weapon this game. It's all been gifted to us from Mr. Peaks. Indoor Glock drop. No zombie with death perception. Dude, if Little Caesars was open 24/7, they would have a problem on their hands. I'd be in there. There's a boot zombie. Let's see if I can get him to spawn in the cell. So that way we can at least cross that out. If we can replicate it somehow. Because I've only seen it in that one game and never seen it since. To a guy like J-Money, Little Caesar's crazy bread is just bread. To me, crazy frog is just frog. I go nuts for some crazy bread right now. I'll do a trick for it. I'll sit down. I'll balance it on my nose until you say I can eat it. That shit would go hard right now. Damn, crazy bread's good. I saw that you can order pizza crazy style. Where they just put all that shit that they put on crazy bread on the entire pizza. And it made me want to bust just looking at it. The only other thing that I've seen that could possibly be something is these little boxes everywhere. I guess maybe not that one specifically. I think it's actually this spawn. Where this is all like spray painted out. Like it seems like there could be something inside of a zombie spawn that could lead to setting up the relic. I think I've given the zombie in the middle enough time to despawn and respawn. Not seeing no outline of a zombie. One definitely didn't spawn in here.
I've never been here before.
Hmm.
Ooh, there's a lot of
There has not been any development. None whatsoever. Did I have both of the other uraniums before coming in here? Because maybe that's what got it to spawn in. Because we get one uranium from the Glock drop step. We get one from there. And we get another from the Ravengers. How do we get the Ravengers to spawn? We have to do Wonder Barrage. I think Wonder Barrage is just to get that thing over there to spawn. Or like to get us access to this building. How do we do that? Because maybe I need to do both of those first. That way the last zombie is in the cell with the last uranium. What do we think? Ravengers from fishing the green fish? Oh, true. I feel like it's definitely way simpler than everyone's thinking. But not like I have an answer. I forgot about the green fishy. I wonder if I had both uraniums before even opening the lab. I wish for our Aether Ruler runs I wasn't spending 5 hours on each game. That way I could just watch the whole thing back, but it's literally like 2 hours until I get to the lab. But going into the next game, I think I want to try that. Speed running, getting both uraniums, and then seeing what that do. I think I already fished at all the spots that the thing could be at. Oh, do I need to set up the whatchamacallit inside Tyr's head prior to that? Or do we not even need to get to the Wonder Barrage part for it? Tried grabbing it after doing the Ted fish. I have not tried that. I'm sure somebody has, but I don't even know, dude. I already checked the island for the green fish, didn't I? Yeah, his ass ain't here. But what if grabbing the mag is like how you say that you completed it, instead of grabbing it to start, like the relic hunt, or like the task to get it to spawn?
I don't like inflicting pain. I love it.
You can spawn round one as long as you find the green fish. I think we need to have power on first before anything. Because there's got to be a prerequisite for the green fish to spawn in. It's not always going to be there, like, immediately. I feel like I remember that after fishing every single fishing spot, like each round, that we don't get the green fish until a certain point. Am I gonna have to look up an Easter egg guide for this to see what step is like prior to green fish?
Take a swing at me. You better not miss.
Have you added the magazine to the special wall gun? Oh, like going and grabbing all the special items for Mr. Peaks and putting all those together? I personally haven't tried it, but it could be a thing. Watch us get a secret room right here. Yep. Got Mr. Peaks. I have not aligned the tower or repaired tier.
I am thankful for my gloves.
Because I think you can do the lab whenever. Like, that can be the very last thing you do when grabbing all the uranium. Rubber Mac.
Pain is fleeting.
Add the magazine to the wall gun for the special Richtof, the Nova line. Can't you not grab the Nova line? Or at least there is no wall buy in the special Richtofen room since you spawn in with like the MP40 in your hands.
Oh, I've always loved this.
That robot head was super dumb. But it was fun when it exploded.
I don't know if there's ever been an option to add the magazine to anything.
How am I meant to find anything amid this?
Yeah, it's gonna suck. It's gonna be very bittersweet, especially if this is the end for Requiem. Because we've been so spoiled the last 2 years. 3 years, basically, if you count MW3. New zombie stuff coming out, like, relatively frequently. And then we're gonna get absolutely nothing for a bit. Or the belt something with the wall buys on the secret rooms? It could be. Very well could be. But what other relic have we gotten where the effect and the trigger for it are like the same or similar or like related in that way? Like, since it's going to be random wall buys for the relic effect, using wall buys to start it up would be a first, wouldn't it? Like, what other relic has started like that?
Good. They're good.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1 and 5 is the second number. And 7, 5? Or 5? Yeah, 7, 5. Oh, you were so close, Captain Crunch. You almost had it. You're almost so smart and so brave to be able to say something like that. But now you'll never be able to comment something in here again. Oh, you were so close, too. No secret room that time. I'm assuming you can only get a maximum of 1 secret room. When we get a great super Easter egg, it'll last us a little bit longer. Me too. If I add the super Easter egg, it's going to really suck. Or it's going to extra suck. If it's added in. Like, at the same time as this Easter egg. Because then there's going to be so much going on that I feel like it'll get overlooked. Yeah, we ain't playing around. Maybe use melee macchiato to fill the magazine with ammo using the augment. Yeah, but like, we know that magazine is specifically for the swordfish, or at least that's what the model's from. But there is no wall buy for the swordfish. There's no guaranteed way to get it besides spinning the box 100 times. And I haven't really shot my gun at all. Any of my guns. I've only really been using my melee. And after picking it up and using this, because I should still get ammo from using the wonder weapon and get melee kills, I didn't hear any sound like it was filling up or I was getting ammo from it, you know? Watch this. What if our next box spin is the swordfish? When was the swordfish added in? It had to be before totenriech, right? Nope, RK9. NPC. Yeah, like, we don't even know if the magazine is the start of the step. We just know that it's there. And the only reason why we think it's for this is because it's the only thing that hasn't been used towards another relic. I wonder what weapon even still up there. I wonder what happens if I go in there now. Might have something to do with PhD. The only other thing I can think of would be to... Wasn't one like to stay indoors for a certain amount of rounds or whatever? Like, what if we gotta not let the, like, perk machines and things freeze?
Come down. Just look at the Hindenburg.
Yeah, magazine gone, wonder weapon gone. We've been going for like an hour and a half, Cam.
What can I say? I don't like getting lost in the minutia. I abhor such primitive brutality. God,
What are you doing here? Get out of here. Are they gone? What'd you miss? I just Casmired out before like actually picking up the wonder weapon, because I got mine from Mr. Peaks and it was already PAP 3 and I didn't want it to replace the one that I already had. And it's been a few rounds and I just went back and it just despawned. Like, I have the magazine, I grabbed that and then Casmired out. Except for Widow's Wine, honestly, I was not that hyped when I saw that Widow's Wine was going to be the new perk. But to be honest, I don't know what else they could have added in. You're more excited for that than the new map? Or why? Good night, Forsaken. A weird clip on TikTok where somebody threw a Molotov at a perk machine while it was frozen. And when the ice broke, a Mr. Peaks laugh was heard. They could have added that in afterwards. But wasn't there a relic where you had to break all the ice or something? Maybe I'm making that up. The Geiger counter on the mag. Ion core on it to charge. Maybe. Yeah, you might as well try it. Might as well see if something happens. Well, we got the funds. Still waiting for Quattro Easter egg all relic stream. Dude, I don't even know if you get past like step 1. Every relic? You're out of your mind. I swear I heard a power-up spawn. Maybe Totenreich's almost 4 months old. Or 4+ months old. No, that would just be 4 months, right? I have no perception of time. But it does not feel like that long ago this came out. When did the Ion Core come out? I think the same week as Totenreich. I was getting mixed reviews on that. Okay, maybe you didn't get enough kills. But I do see your train of thought, E-Man. No, I heard rumbles about the GTA 6 leak, but I didn't actively go and look at it. The hunt is not going good, Dom, but did you play any of the Gears beta? Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Like I keep hearing a little beep, but I don't know if it's the ion core doing it or the uranium. It doesn't look any different than it normally does. Releasing the beta, the new map a day apart is the dumbest decisions in COD history. I agree. Oh no, just in history in general. It might be pushing it a little bit. But yeah, I do not like the decision for it. Feels really stupid. Especially with how crazy Kawakujo's hunt got. Like, are they just saying that this Easter egg isn't going to be nearly as hard if less than 24 hours after the map's release, the beta for the next game will be playable by everyone? Especially if they're going to be pulling a bunch of creators away from it to do COD Next before it. At least, like, they didn't do, like, the really shitty thing and have COD Next be, like, in person. And a bunch of people wouldn't even be able to do the Easter egg hunt because they'd be at the event. But still, like, if the Easter egg hunt even goes, like, anywhere near, like, even, like, a quarter of how long Kawakujo's took, a lot of it's just gonna, like, it's just gonna, you know, suck the wind out of it. I think they're just so pressed by GTA 6 that they're doing everything early. I feel like they still could have waited a week. A week would not have been bad. I feel like not that long ago we're playing the BO7 beta. I know, dude. Ain't time fucked up. Ion Core was week 1 of season 3. And Totenriech was season 3 better. Okay, that's what I was missing. Or I was misreading. Yeah, so Ion Core was out before. Always threatening with that drunk.
You know you want to.
Peacekeeper, nope.
I'm waiting. I'm still waiting.
Siren, nope. Trying to see if I can just get the swordfish.
I want it.
Ida. Maybe 20 soon. Yeah, right, Cam. You're already 35. You can't fool anybody.
If the outcome is not worth the win, I will become enraged.
Maybe we'll only get the belt if we beat the Less Keepers Challenge first try.
Not really. I quite like
And unfortunately, I don't think anyone in the world will be able to get it. because not only is it still not around,
This box is random.
but also I think anyone that's tried list keepers got their ass kicked, especially first try. I think Decal's the only person that ever beat it solo without cheesing it. He's going out of his way to make different YouTube accounts to try really hard to say the gamer word.
What can I say? I don't like getting lost in some maneuver.
Lock picking it while having the ion core going. Yeah, maybe. Or like at least doing it closer, you're saying? What we need?
Don't get complacent. That's usually when bad things happen.
C and E.
Let me think about it. I have. Fuck all happened. I don't like it, Ricky. I love it. Amateurs. Blind heads should not be exposed to so much light. That would ruin my diet.
I dare you, Dragon.
Riddle me this, riddle me fucking that.
I double dare.
Grab our ion core. I got it. Beat it first try. I really don't think it was... Not that it wasn't meant to be possible to do. But I feel like they would just... That was like the one last thing to do before they went on like a holiday break. And it wasn't really tested to see like the difficulty of it. Because the List Keepers event was hard as fuck to do. There is E-Man, but I'm not gonna let one person ruin it for everybody. Are there other parts that belong to a gun, like a barrel, stock, or scope? Not that I've seen. There's only the parts that we can give to Mr. Peaks. Because we've already grabbed the Mr. Peaks. We have the radio. And if we keep going through tier, we can get like a helmet. And something else. Let me see if this does anything. Oops. I don't think it is doing anything. Unfortunately. Oh, that's rude. At the hardcore Dead Ops arcade completion? What? How the fuck did you do that? The hardcore one? Ain't that no Slayer Mart at all? How long did that take you? Because just normal Dead Ops took us like 5 hours. Damn me, man. 3.5 hours? Okay. You guys like gobblegum spamming or something? Is there a way to like get through rounds real quick with them? Because I thought dead ops was time based per each round. I guess no time wasted at the Slayer Mart would speed things up. And skipping all the bonus rounds and stuff. Oh, no gobblegums in it? Okay, no secret room there. And we never got the zombie to spawn in the jail cell. Use a lot of nukes since you get 1 free per round if you have 0. That's what we're doing for zombies for charity, because we had like a set amount of time to see like the highest round we could get to, and we were just alternating using nukes. But I feel like in the later rounds that would be so tough, especially going against the Papa back. That would be tough. Oh, using going down to your advantage. So Mal, they don't want to give us a secret room. We just need like 1 more item maybe. And it'd be weird to have to use the same setup for a relic twice, but what other thing would that magazine be used for? Unless you have to have it prior to going into the Richtofen side Easter egg, and you put it into the like MP40 that you pick up. Let me see. Am I out of equivalent exchange? There's no way. There it is. I don't know why that wasn't getting back up. Buy armor? No, because one of my theories is I can't buy anything. Or at least nothing off the wall.
Is that mein Ritterkreuz? The Amerikaners will test their atomic weapon before us. I must not fail the Führer.
Desperate times, desperate measures.
If I was doing TED tests and never picking up anything from them, that'd be brutal. Oh, it's still doing the glitch thing with the MP40.
These orders change your fate.
Ja, the Oranverein. The Führer personally selected me to
What are all the numbers we need for the radio thing? It was like 115, 935, and there was a very specific one to get some other intel that I haven't done yet. We might as well do since I'm here. Does anyone know? I think it was like the time the bomb dropped on New York or something.
We knew it was feasible, but never imagined they would be insane enough to pursue such power.
So you had no choice but to respond.
Our heavy water
I feel like it was like 405 or something like that.
Desperate, I...
Turn from science. Turn from reason.
To my eternal shame, I met with the Führer's pet occultist. Oberfuhrer.
I don't get why the MP40 still glitches out like this, where it's constantly like flickering. And the room is like spinning. Don't get how people say the storytelling in this game isn't good with a cutscene like this. I agree.
To bring you an urgent news flash. I'm being told that German forces are, for the first time, assaulting New York from the air. If you are near a subway station, make your way there. If you are home, stay away from windows.
I feel like people that say that haven't even played this game.
Snuffed out in a moment of nuclear fire. A great city
On a right line.
utterly destroyed.
It was my masterwork.
Oh, and it's playing Cold War's Damned. PS7 is one of the most overhated CODs. I agree. That and MW3 are the two most overhated. 704. I was close with the 4. Thank you, E-Man.
Obergruppenführer Edward Richthofen, Group 935. Personal diary, July 16th, 1945. On July the 4th,
I agree, Sizzled.
at 2 minutes past midnight local time, a Group 935 America bomber took off from Eidskallen Island. Exactly 18 hours later, it released a hybrid plutonium
Hold on. Crank that shit.
element 115 enhanced bomb of my design over downtown New York. Then I started reviewing the damage reports. I thought there had been a mistake. The device created a fireball 10 kilometers across. Everything from Hoboken to Williamsburg was instantly vaporized. As far away as Gutenberg, no buildings were left standing. Windows were shattered in every sub.
Richthofen, I'm gonna be honest with you, Chief. Whatever you're talking about, got nothing on this version of Damned. So good, dude. Keep on an interface instead.
Is at an end.
Can you avoid the MP40 bug by temporarily inspecting? No, it still does it during inspect. Maybe it's because I was holding my melee weapon when I came in here. Maybe it's something with MP40. That's what I was thinking. That we come in here and put the mag into the MP40 somehow. I don't think so.
Element 115. Beautiful. So, your patron will bring me 115 and grant me the knowledge to master it.
It is a trivial thing for the deathless.
The price was
I agree, Sizzle. Usually the way the cycle goes is when a COD game's actually really good and has everything people have been asking for in it, it's the year after a bunch of people that don't normally play have given it another shot, and that was the year that, like, it'll be something they don't like. Like, everybody came back for MW2, but nobody really fucked with how MW2 works, so nobody gave MW3 a chance, especially because it was another Modern Warfare game after a Modern Warfare game. Even though MW3 was, like, a really good multiplayer, the zombies is way overhated. It was just a whole lot of fun. I put the code in, E-Man. But BO6 was definitely overheated as well. Can you activate the relic portals inside of a relic trial itself? I don't know. That'd be cool though.
Meter of the element would provide for all the ambitions of Group 935.
I don't think so. Would be my guess.
And the price negotiated to be paid.
Yeah, it's just after this game's over, Ermac, within the next few years is when people will actually start being like, you know, we didn't actually give BO7 enough credit for how good it was. They never want to give flowers while it's during its life cycle.
I warn you, Richthofen.
Ooh,
Beseeching the
it
favor
extra
of my
tweaked.
Lord Cortifex is not a thing to be taken lightly.
Save your hand-wringing Oberfuhrer for someone who cares for such parlor games.
And yet, here we are. The Deathless demands a tribute in flesh, to be paid when the bargain is struck.
Volunteers.
BO6 was a really good zombie game. I agree. And I think BO7 makes it even better. Like, it's just a step above it.
As you wish, Richthofen. As you wish.
450 innocent souls who would not pay.
And I can't even place down Mr. Peaks if I don't have all the items. I wanted to see if I could just put him down with the radio and the mag. Oh, I got the sword.
Well, I have completed my part of the bargain. When does this supposed demon of yours fulfill his?
Take up the sword, Richthofen. Offer the sacrifice to the Deathless
I'm
One.
gonna be balding before they solve this. Black Ops 9 will be out. Actually, I'm too superstitious to say what I was about to say. But I hope it never gets to the point where I'm balding. We've evolved as a civilization to the point where I don't need to. I agree, Drunk. We have gotten literally everything we've asked for or could have wanted in zombies the last 24 months. 100%.
It is so simple, so beautiful. More. I must know more.
I agree, Ermac. Like, I do like everything about BO7 more than BO6, but BO6 was not a bad game at all. All you've been told is that it's easy and people are overthinking it. I definitely feel like we are way overthinking it, and it's gotta be something stupidly simple.
Was with Von List, not
Ain't nobody know.
demon. For one so convinced of their intellect, you are remarkably stupid.
I believe our business is at an end.
I want this to be solved too,
We
man.
will use this knowledge for the glory of the Reich.
I will.
That's what I'm saying, Ermac.
For glory.
I'm with you.
Let us look upon what that glory wrought.
They are just yapping, dude. Let me see if I can just place Mr. Peace with the rest of it. Nope. Whatever, dude. Okay, now let's see. Can't melee in this at all. And we're already dead.
nothing I have done. I split the atom and sundered the world. I am a destroyer of nations, a victim of wars. But this trinket feels empty. It is a bauble, a toy.
Maybe give Mr. Peaks with a swordfish as well. Could be.
Feel nothing.
That would be nuts.
Wretched creature, Richtofen. That emptiness is within, not without. A gulf where your heart should be. Your pride, your fear of...
Is this Quarterfax speaking to him? Or is it Dragovar? Because this is before he has it. Has Dragovar in his head.
Failure made you easy prey for Von List and her patron. They used you to usher true evil into your world.
Watch it be something with whimsical gums. That'd be funny. We've already kind of tried anywhere but here. By like using a Gersh to get out of that spot. I feel like if there was any Gobblegum to do anything for it, it would be something like that. I doubt you need a rare. Or an old, or like anything above a rare, I mean. Let me try an Ion Core. In the war room. Joker speaks to everyone. Jess was talk to everyone when they're evil. The Warden too. True, but they're specifically talking to Richtofen, and they were talking about like sacrificing the court effects. So I was just wondering. I do feel like this room is so underused. Like all we have is the nuke power up over there. We have, you know, the 115 like meteorite over there. 2 of them. And it's such like a big set piece for there to be nothing really for the Easter egg to happen in here besides grabbing the key card. That something else needs to happen in here.
I don't use that aesthetic when I remove teeth.
Well, the Iron Core just did everything for us that round. That was a prerequisite. And it's gone now. There's a purple explosive Gobblegum reloading. True, it could be something like Electric Cherry. Trying to hint us at like getting kills while reloading. I feel so odd, you know?
I am not pleased with how easily we penetrated my security system.
Supposedly Dempsey has a line about wrestling Dravikar. Imagine. It is a boxing belt though. Like it's literally got 2 boxers on it. It's from Shadows where it's a boxing ring. From a character that is a boxer. I feel like the wrestling belt is just people seeing it and going, oh, WWE, and then it's kind of like caught on. To the point where even like Treyarch said in their tweet that it was a wrestling belt. Just so everyone knew that we were talking about the same thing. I don't know, man. Let's see if I can get a secret room again. I just want to look at Requiem at the table one more time. And also through the art book and everything, when that came out, it was shown that the device that Requiem's using, you know, to put their essence in there, that there's actually 6 files and not like the 4. with only 2 remaining by the time Modern Warfare Zombies comes around. I did see them say that, but then they also replied and said that they didn't mean to say that it was like the last relic, just the last unsolved relic so far. Like, not meaning that we're not going to get any new relics for the next map. Oh.
No,
This
this
room
is
again.
special. Played a long game in this town. A real long game.
Ava. Ava. I think there's nothing else we can try this game without like resetting. I don't think I got that intel. I put in the number and everything. I didn't see shit pop out that I could pick up, unless they're just gonna give it to me. That could mean as a hint. I feel like we wouldn't get the hint from a dev unless it was like them accidentally spoiling it. If we got a real hint, it would come from the actual Treyarch account instead of them like replying to somebody, you know? At least in a perfect world, I feel like that's how it would go down. But they already have said no hints. Maybe Ion Core in a special room. We're going crazy with the Ion Core now. You see what you started, E-Man? But maybe, what if it did irradiate something? We still have all of our platforms here too. But I know the Wonder Weapon ain't up there anymore. Alright, good night, E-Man. Thanks for stopping by, dude. Now you're good. What if the mag respawned? Nope.
I wear your blood with pride.
That's the weirdest thing to me, Ermac, is how they'll see the campaign and be like, what's happened to COD? Even though campaign's something that you probably only play once. Like, I get it that COD has had some really iconic campaigns before. With crazy stories. And, like, great characters and everything. It's not like they've never missed on a campaign before and the game be that bad. Like, they act like the campaign sets the precedent for the entire game. But that's also completely, I mean, I guess related because you said it, but unrelated is the whole thing of where people say that they only play on console because there's too many hackers on PC, but then they hop on the ports for BO1 and BO2 and see how bad those things get hacked on. And those same people will say that you can't hack on console. It's impossible. It's unrelated to what we're talking about, but I just had to get that out there because it pissed me off. The reward can apply the best friends camo. Yeah, I mean, it is like a really good relic, and we would get the camo for it. But it could relate to a companion, like a turned zombie or something. That'd be absolutely nuts if you just like decoded it like that. But I personally don't see the correlation. Year 3 is one of the worst COD campaigns, but nobody cared because the other modes were fire. Exactly. But I feel like one place I see, or at least one person from one company I see that constantly rags on BO7 is Falcon from Game Ranks. This would be like, whatever this is, and showing like, you know, the Harper boss fight thing from the campaign and write off the entire game from it. I feel like that was a big leading factor behind, you know, not only their rating of BO7, but then the constant like hammering in of like, what happened to Call of Duty? What, this is Call of Duty now. Just showing one part from a mission, which is not totally out of the realm of possibility out of all other Call of Duty campaigns, especially a Black Ops one where there's psychological shit going on. They just be like, this is weird, guys, right? This is super weird. It just make me mad. But I'm also a COD fanboy, so.
Hello, I would very much like to leave this unruly place. I don't like inflicting pain. I love it.
I feel like that's a lot of arguments about modern COD, though, is just being very disingenuous. It's like recently when Margot tweeted out their obviously like bait gameplay of their crazy HUD and doing like the Kwakajo boss fight, and then people retweeting it like, haven't played zombies since BO3. What's happened to this game? We're fighting dragons now? Like, did you even ever play the mode? Yeah, exactly. People just be... it's definitely... It's not a new thing, but it's always way more... Not just profitable, but like easy to engagement bait or like rage bait with things, or just be negative about something than to have something be positive and do nearly as well. Like there's entire channels out there that will do nothing but be negative towards a game, and they will constantly get like engagement, which is crazy. That's true, Whale. It is just a modern media thing where everything's like, this thing sucks and this is why you should hate it. Literally sizzled. Having the mag since day one and no lead since then towards it is crazy. Especially since this is something like so specific. It can't be data mined. We can't see any of the triggers around the map for anything. It's sick because it's taken this long for it to be solved, and I love it when shit like this happens because it keeps people like guessing and, you know, looking, and keeps the game like fresh, or at least people coming in with fresh ideas. But at the same time, I just want to know so bad. I get it, Ermac. It's just more of like, you know, if you already play COD, you're going to see past that. The whole like, you know, part of the campaign being bad or whatever, and then the whole game's bad. But if you're outside of the COD sphere, or you only like look at it occasionally, COD's always like the punching bag of like games to be like, oh yeah, well, why don't you go play something like Call of Duty or like blah blah blah. Like it's always like the low-hanging fruit joke game for people since it's just something that comes out every year. I think that's where everyone's at, IW. This is the only relic that hasn't been found. But might be getting some more tomorrow. Yeah, the hardcore fan versus casual enjoyer. I agree. Because even like with my friends where they'll still get like some information from it or like keep a somewhat open mind about COD when I'm like talking to them about it and stuff that's happening, especially zombie stuff, they will still get caught from, you know, random like review pages or whatever, or like see a random headline and be like, is this real? Still can't believe the amount of people that try to act like Expedition 33 didn't deserve all the award. The award show thing is so weird because it could be a game that absolutely deserves all of it, but if they see something too many times or it's not the game they want to win, they'll automatically, instead of like ever giving that game a try or whatever, they'll be like, no, I have to hate this forever. You're gonna be playing BO7 even after MW4 drops? Yeah, I think so. But it's not like I'm not going to play MW4. I think I'm also just going to be playing other zombies games. Like, I need to finish Infinite Warfare. I still need to try World War II. I need to play Advanced Warfare. And then there's still a bunch of Easter eggs I've never done before. We just did all the Maxis side Easter eggs in BO2. So I want to do the Richthofen side. I want to do all the Easter eggs in BO1. I want to do them in BO3 and BO4. I don't know if I want to get Vanguard and do them. That just seems like a pain. But though, I'll at least be able to say that I've done every Easter egg in Zombies before. World War II is really good, I've heard, and I've been kind of saving it. Because it's not very often that you're going to be able to play... Like, you can only play a zombies game for the first time once. So I've saved it forever. And I'm very excited to play it because I feel like it's gonna... That's gonna actually be scary or like more horror themed. And I like it when they lean into that. This is Freak Hours. What are you doing up? I'm always up at freak hours. You're a GTA hater, but you don't have another contender for Game of the Year? GTA hater? What do you hate about it? You are 30. It won't be scary. I'm not 30. Oh, it won't be scary. I know I won't actually like get scared or maybe from like, unless it's an occasional jump scare or whatever. But I do like that they lean more into the like grotesque horror theming stuff where I wouldn't say it leans more into goofy, but it's not afraid to be goofy and theatrical and like mystical and more fantasy like than it is a like gritty, like, you know, almost give you a sense of despair playing it. Like there's like the earth is fucked. There's nothing we can do besides try to survive a little bit longer type feeling, you know? Because I've never played World War II Zombies, so I don't have an opinion on it going into it besides that it looks more like a horror themed, or like I don't know what it's probably not. I'm probably not describing it the best, but it looks more like it takes the world around it more seriously than other titles, where it's kind of similar to World at War. Like I hate to be like, oh, it feels kind of like Knocked, or like that feeling you would get playing Knocked, or if like that was the only zombies map you ever saw, where it's just like there's now zombies in the world that you are used to. Yeah, grimey's a good word for it. Like more of like, I hate to be like the like gritty modern like type thing where people say like they don't like Black Ops 7 because it's like futuristic or whatever. But it's kind of like a more realistic approach to how it would be if you were actually in World War II when zombies started happening. Is my thoughts on it before even playing it. Like that's my impression of it. Just got done playing Lawn Care Sim. That sounds actually very satisfying. Same Ermac. Especially if there's still stuff to find for BO7. And I meant to respond to this earlier because I saw somebody talking about, do you think carry forward still a possibility? I feel like if they are going to do anything like that, it would be for year 2 of this game. But I don't even know if they're going to do that because it kind of feels like they're really trying to push this game away. Especially since, you know, we get a new zombies map tomorrow, but then the day after that, it's like, oh, new game beta. Is World War II not on Battle.net? I don't think so. I have it on Steam. I love Infinite Warfare Zombies from what I played so far. Zombies in Spaceland's already like one of my favorite maps. That map is sweet. Same with Rave in the Redwoods. It's just very colorful. And like, that's like where they really lean hard into the goofy, but also the theming and everything is sweet. Can't even find out. Well, maybe it was removed from Steam. Or at least the Steam store. Because I definitely have it on Steam. Just want BO6 maps and nothing else. Don't really care about cosmetics. I mean, I would definitely take just the maps. It would be sweet. Especially because you can already kind of play on most of them through Dead Ops. It's very shroomy, definitely. IW is also overhated because it came after BO3. I feel like a lot of people just want to be like, yep, this is the best game ever, and I said that it was the best game ever, and nothing else can, and I can't move on that even a little bit, giving any other game credit for being good. Like they gotta like tie their wagon to it that hard. Where I just like playing each zombies game and coming out of it with something that I like, because even with Vanguard, which the gameplay loop I don't like really at all, in the state that it was dropped in was not very good, but it has maybe one of the best art directions of any zombies game. And honestly, if as just a side mode they put in where you have to upgrade things in game by going to each perk machine or like perk fountain, which also insane design, like in using that and the covenants and everything in game. I like that they experimented with that to see what they could do with something like the Ethereum crystal upgrades or like the augment upgrades, and getting them all within the same game instead of having to have like tens of whatever hours into getting everything upgraded to play the game at its like full potential. But there's something to come away with from like every zombies title to like, and just only liking one and blindly hating on others, or like going out of your way to, you know, try to push the other ones down is just stupid, in my opinion. They fucked up the Elite Zabella. I forgot that's what his name. Its name was, because that thing used to show up all the time. And I think what people got annoyed with it or something, and they changed the spawn rates. Because it used to be like a camo grinding method, right? The new trend is BO4 is the greatest game ever. It's whatever, like, once something hits a certain amount of years old, people be like, man, that was actually underrated if you think about it. Argue BO4 looked better, but Vanguard's a close second. Yeah, maybe. I just really like the theming around everything, like having each of the like field upgrades be linked to like the Dark Aether gods, and like the designs of them were sweet instead of just like the wands, and all the like perk machines. Like, it was just very dark, but what gave it light was not only like the Aether crystals and everything around the map, but all like almost like the energy coming from each thing. Like, I don't know if you guys have seen a whole lot of the art book. Hold on. But their initial plan for it was to have each of the like field upgrades be tied to each like Aether demon or whatever. But that like Aether god was supposed to show up like with your player character after a certain point. Let me see if I can find the page. Vanguard was actually underrated. Said nobody after 4 years. I mean, true, but it's not like there isn't things to appreciate about the mode. Like, they absolutely fucking cooked with the art direction and a lot of the theming. Like, this is probably going to be hard to try to show you guys with the way my camera's set up. But like, oh, like, you see how you can see the Aether demon like with the character and their field upgrade. Like, eventually you basically become this demon, which is sweet. Like a JoJo stand, kinda, yeah. Also, the perk machines, the perk fountains, like, that's so sweet. And I kind of wish some of this stuff came back and wasn't only stuck in Vanguard. Because, like, just the designs of these right here, like Bellicar or whatever the fuck its name is. Look how cool that design is. Like, they went fucking nuts with that. And Court Effects is insane. That's such a sweet design. Oh. They really cooked with a lot of this. Like, the people in the art room were going nuts. They're going stupid. That's what I was talking about earlier with the Aether machine, like with the essence in it. There's 6 vials. We only see the 3, or like the 2 that's left over for MW3, but potentially it could be the entire crew, like the entire Requiem crew, including like Peck, Strauss, like everybody but Ravenov, basically. Very demonic, gothic. It was sick. I agree. I feel like we're trapped in Warzone's timeline where all things need to be compatible with the Warzone soup. I don't think so. Because even if they just had operators or whatever, like, it doesn't matter. Like, I think they gave up on having a story in Warzone past Cold War. Like, I really don't feel like Warzone has anything to do with it, because Warzone's kind of dead now. There ain't a whole lot going on with Warzone. How would they have jingles? The machine with the demon head on it could sing to you. Not my goat Peck. Take that back. He is not a goat of nothing. Besides maybe getting his eye taken out. And even then, second place behind Weaver. Yeah. Like, I don't feel like Warzone has any effect on what they do in zombies. With anything, really. Peck will never die. He'll die in my hands. What about his Martha? He don't give a fuck about Martha. Are you kidding me? He probably left her to go join the, like, Omega group. He does not love Martha. Or Mr. Whiskers. Miss Cold War Outbreak. I still think with that and Modern Warfare Zombies and Endgame and things like that, they need to make it so you can have a larger group of people in your party without having to go in and invite them to your group. Like being able to queue with like 6 to 8 people on a big map like that would make it feel so much like more lively. Weaver's finally gonna die tomorrow. I'm gonna be so sad if Requiem actually dies. I mean, I feel like they should. I feel like that's what's been leading up to. But I also feel like it's a different timeline thing. Either way, it's just gonna be very upsetting, I think. I think Warzone related and it's canon to zombies is probably Modern Warfare Zombies. I don't even think so with that. Because there's not really anything Warzone related. I mean, besides like gameplay mechanics. Like, it's not like they didn't do something because they needed it to be compatible with Warzone. We do need a new crew, or we need to keep following this crew. Because this is like the most fleshed out, like the OG crew has been. Like character-wise. And I do feel like the curtain's gotta close on Requiem. I hate to see it go. Especially since it felt like we didn't get a whole lot of character development in the last game. And in this game, it's kind of been pushed aside a bit with the new versions of the OG crew getting more character development. Oh, but it's gonna suck. Because this is like my first crew here. Even though they weren't the crew in Cold War, you know, they were the ones pushing the story along. And if they're gone, it definitely, you know, one part of me thinks that it definitely should happen, needs to happen. Like, this is just where the story has been leading up to. But I'm also going to be very sad about it, you know? Technically, Ghost knows about the events of MWZ. Same with, like, Soap. I feel like they just added them in there to add them in there. I don't even know, like, what the fuck's going on with that. But there hasn't really been a story in Warzone for a while. So I don't think there's any ramifications of it. Wish we get a reset, but I know that's not happening. Yeah. Do you wonder what sort of gameplay refresh they're going to do with BO8 or whatever we're going to revert to? Whatever they do, I hope if they continue with something like the augment system, they make it so it don't take as long to get all this stuff. Because I know there are some devs out there that floated the idea of like 4 times XP or whatever, so like people can actually upgrade their augments faster. But that was turned down by like the big wigs or whatever. Because I really do like this system over the Ethereum crystal system, but the way to unlock everything takes extremely long, especially if you didn't play BO6. Like, there is a giant barrier to entry. And for some of these, like, to actually make the game like flow or play how you want it to get all those augments takes forever. Don't you think the next Zombies game is going to follow the Requiem Richtofen after BO6? Because bringing back his family doesn't end the outbreak. True. I also feel like that's where like the timeline split. I don't know. There's so much stuff going on. I actually hope they stick the landing with the ending of this zombie story. I'm just very nervous for the story implications for tomorrow, because I feel like the map will be fun and it'll be good. They have not really missed on maps in this game. Except for maybe Paradox, but also it has a really cool mechanic, and the map is fun to play on, just not that interesting of a setting. If they introduce Curse to get feedback to see what they could do with the modern... I agree. That's what I like about them doing these different kinds of modes in the off years. Like, people are just like, oh, Modern Warfare zombies. There's a time limit. There's this, there's that. Why even do that when they know that we just want round-based and that's it? Because that's how they try out new things and get new ideas for zombies. And it's not always going to be the same exact thing every year. Because then when it is, they'll be like, oh, it's just copy and paste from the last year. Like they did with... Like, what people say about BO7 from BO6. I like it when they try something new and, you know, feel the waters for certain mechanics. Get, like, you know, get those certain things under their belt and try out different mechanics. And it also shows, like, lets them see what people will be interested in. Like, with Curse, you're saying you think the community will be in shambles if they don't have it. I agree. I do like the more freedom of choice of having standard and Curse. And Curse being more of a hardcore player's mode where like you have to actually do the Easter egg to unlock it. And then going and doing other things on the map, it definitely adds way more replayability. And it's a lot of fun, and I do hope they expand on it in the future. It's damned if you do, damned if you don't situation for the devs. I agree. It's very tough, the position they're in. Yeah, and Paradox Easter egg was really good. The Sundergat, it's cool. And I do appreciate that it's the only map in this game to have the Wonder Weapon on it be just a returning Wonder Weapon. Where every other map's been like something brand new, which is great. I hated in BO6 where everything was just returning Wonder Weapon, except for like Citadel. Or like Reckoning. But it's just tough. You know, no matter what they do, someone's gonna be pissed about it. But I think I've been sitting here yapping for too long. We tried out a little bit of seeing what we could do to solve the Relic. I think I'm going to try a little bit more after, you know, the new map's out and we've played through the beta and everything. So hopefully I'll be streaming a bit more. We'll definitely be streaming the new map with Lego and Donuts. I don't think we have a fourth. We don't have custody of Stanley for this Easter egg. But we'll be streaming new map. We'll be streaming the beta probably. And then we'll get back to streaming looking for the Relic too. Yeah, I agree, Sizzled. But honestly, it being the, like, the filler map of Paradox. Like, Paradox being the filler map. The buffer map. I'm fine with it. Because it feels fine to play. It's not like a bad map overall, but seeing Nuketown again, you know, it is a little disappointing, especially with reused Wonder Weapon. But that being the lone, like, sour point on this game, and it's not even that bad of a map in terms of, like, gameplay and everything, I'll take it every day, because every other map in this game has been fantastic. Ashes is insane. Paradox, or, Astra Malorum is one of the most beautiful maps I've ever seen. Still very fun to play on. We finally got a... I almost called the Oscar the Dove Kleiman or whatever. The fucking dude that just tweets about random NFL shit. But George Romero is what I was looking for. But we finally got another Romero type enemy. Then going into Paradox, it has a cool gimmick around it, but don't like a lot of the reuse stuff. Quackajoe, or Totenreich sweet. Quackajoe sweet. Rex looks sweet. I'm very hyped to play it, and also very nervous for the story, and potentially going to be very sad. Tomb is worse than Paradox. I think the only thing that the Tomb has over Paradox is that it's a unique area. Like, it's a unique location. And it's very fun to high round and fast to high round on it. And they started having like the golden armor Easter egg and everything on there. Like, it was fun. I feel like Tomb's way overhated. Like, I would argue PJ is better than Astra gameplay wise. I would kind of agree, but Astra kills it in atmosphere. It kills it in like enemy design. Oscar just looks so cool. The Easter egg sick going to Mars and everything. The boss fight's sweet. But if I were to just hop on and play zombies, I'd probably play on Paradox over Astra. When I play Advanced Warfare zombies, well, we're gonna have a lot of time between zombies games once BO7 wraps up. So after I finish Infinite Warfare, probably. Yeah, I can't wait to see how they do like the 9 style POIs. You think the beta will have anything good because MW4 looks ass to you? I don't know, man. I guess we'll see during the beta. I think that Tomb gets a lot of hate because it was built up to be like Origins. Because the Tomb was the initial like map name for Origins, like in like the files and everything. And it has the ice staff, and people are like, oh, this is gonna be Origins, this is gonna be Origins. Like, that was all the rumors and murmurs coming out before the map. It ain't nothing close. But then we get Totenreich, which is probably the closest thing to Origins since then. It's just like without leaks and everything going into it, I think every map has been a lot of fun. Because like we don't have this expectation going in besides what they've shown us, and I think that's a lot better. But I'm still yapping. Let me go ahead and get out of here. And yeah, we'll be live again tomorrow for the map. So I'll see y'all then.